Plus, I don't pronounce good.
English.
Well,
yeah.
English. Yeah, I'm not good. Now, the next match was Alexa and Bayley. I thought this was probably Alexa Bliss's best match in the WWE. I feel like she's been kind of missing something in her matches on SmackDown, and her and Bayley, I think they had a really good dynamic, and they were able to tell a really good story. The finish was a little surprising. It's judging by Raw. Alexa Bliss is now using a DDT as a finisher. I don't know that it was 1984.
Hey, listen, I respect the DDT if they can bring it back.
I love the DDT. Look no further than Tommy Dreamer and for a fantastic DDT. I know they weren't allowed to do the DDTs for a while. WWE. It was up there with the Power Driver on the banned list. But if she could bring it back and make DDTs again, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, she has a top rope splash she does as a false. So the Sparkle Splash. No, it used to be the Sparkle Splash, and now it's Bliss something.
Shot of Bliss.
Total Bliss.
Total Satisfaction.
Let's look that up while we're doing this. But
we both take to our cell phones mid-show. Yeah. That's good for business.
Yeah. No. So I thought the match was pretty good.
That's Bliss.
Better.
Sorry, I keep.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was better than I expected. I was surprised that Alexa won.
Oh, she's 25. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh.
God, I'm old.
Match was better than I thought. Was it that Bliss did win?
Twisted Bliss.
Thank you. I was surprised that she won. But WWE does have a history of beating wrestlers' hometowns. So it was pretty nice that they built up the show in Bayley's hometown and defending the women's championship and 25 members of her family and friends at the show and just lost to a DDT. So that's cool. And then they had I think it was an 8-man tag match on Raw the following night.
I don't know. I don't watch it. I fast forwarded it.
See, it's weird because 2 weeks ago when I said I fast forwarded the one match, you gave me a hard time for that. And now it seems like you're allowed to fast forward the matches and I'm not. No,
I'm not allowed to. I'm just a piece of shit.
That's hurtful to me.
People expect more from you.
I mean,
you're better looking. You're far better dressed. You're more intelligent.
Nope.
And I believe what they call a schmuck.
No.
Schmuck?
I'm Joe. That's
I'm Mike Putz. How's that my name? Mike Putz.
So it seems like I don't know what the direction was division on Raw before this. I thought, and I think a lot of thought that they were going to do a Bayley and Sasha feud during the summer with Banks eventually turning heel. So I hope this now means the direction has changed, that they've taken the title off of Bayley and put it onto Alexa Bliss. They haven't really done much the last week or so, hinting at a turn for Sasha. So I forgot he's still on Raw. Yeah, she's kind of been a non-factor the last maybe like 2-3 weeks. So I don't know if they just direction and decided to go with Bliss because they liked what she was doing, character and in the ring, or if they do have a longer-term plan. I would probably not the long-term plan.
Yeah, they don't seem to have long-term plans for anything.
So yeah. So I'm going to let you go talk about House of Horrors because I know you were looking forward to this match itself, just talking about it. And then I'll let you go. I don't want to interrupt, so I'm just going to lay out, as they say in radio and TV.
Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But have you ever really had to put, and you're in a situation where you couldn't? Joe gave a thumbs up. Okay, this match was that feeling, but cinematically. That's the best way I could describe it. The worst shit I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather watch a coal miner's glove match. I would rather watch the of Horrors match. I would rather watch the IWCCW Jazz bungee cord match. I would rather listen to Apollo Crews cut a promo. I would rather. I'm out of things I'd rather do. Listen, you're not gonna capture lightning in a bottle like you did with total nonstop deletion. You're not gonna do that, and if you are, they shot it. The way they shot it, it looked like a really shitty episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? love Are You Afraid of the Dark? But they almost put like they were somewhere between E-rated horror movie and like Waterworld, where like you need to commit to one side or the other. And not for nothing, you can't have in one instance Randy Orton with a beard and then Randy Orton fully shaved in the like. You want to talk continuity? How did Randy Orton get a refrigerator off of him and then manage to no-sell it in the ring? This made no sense. It was stupid. Randy Orton, which was the only good thing for Bray Wyatt, because of Jinder Mahal. This is, I mean, it was. But then you start the match in the Amityville house, and then you have to go limo to the arena. Nothing made any sense. It didn't come off the way they wanted it to. You should have at least maybe like you put both guys in a room in the house, and the winner is the guy that escapes the house. There you go. I just booked a better match than this shit. So the problem I have was you have Randy not be able to get in the house. He's got to break down the door to get in the house. That's fine, but there's cameramen inside. So why couldn't they just open the door for him? I mean, maybe they could have won found footage, like a CCTV camera, or like GTV if you want to. I don't care. Or you have like a camera set up in the house. So you don't have cameramen. It was just
he could have knocked. I guess
he could have knocked. Yeah, he just asked the guy to open the door for him, who was already in the house, but he couldn't get in the house. Or you could have had like Rowan there recording it. You could have done something. Telephone camera. You could have done anything. It was just a really terribly executed waste of 17 minutes and 10 seconds and the rest of the show. And he probably disliked Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe more than I should have, because I had that taste in my mouth of Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. But jelly beans, they're like Harry Potter jelly beans. It's like some of them have like a really disgusting to them, and some of them don't.
Licorice?
Like frog, and they're like they taste bad on purpose.
I never ordered the frog vomit at any place that I've been to, so I mean, okay, but I see what you mean. I see
so
what you're saying.
There are bags of jelly beans that have like there'll be like a blue one like cotton candy, and there'll be another blue one, and it'll be like of some sort, and like you don't know which blue one you're gonna get. This is like going to the jelly bean store and getting an entire bag of the vomit jelly bean. That's where Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton in the House of Horrors match was. I'm good.
You good? Okay. All right.
And this is where you come back and say you loved it, right?
Yeah. I actually thought it was really great. No,
The rest is perfect.
I think when it first started, yeah, well, the part where they were in the House of Horrors, Randy Orton showed up in a limo with wearing whatever Dockers or perhaps slacks and no shirt. So I don't really know who travels around that way in limousines or why he felt the need to do that. Like, t-shirt, bro.
He just got done slamming Pamela Lee in 1996. Like, it looked like.
I don't know. Like, that part was a little strange. I don't think I need to get into detail about stuff that happened inside the house. I mean, you described it. Everyone saw it. It was really just like you said, a low level horror movie type situation.
But then started on this. I love horror movies. I'm a huge horror movie mark, as they say. And this was a terrible.
There wasn't a lot of entertainment quality to it, I guess is what I would say. So like when you talked about the final deletion and all that, as it was that the way that they filmed it was it was well done. It was entertaining. So there was the way these were presented, the way that things were filmed, the way it was shot. It was pretty entertaining, funny, I guess, in a lot of ways. This was really. I don't know what the intent of it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be funny. I guess it was taken seriously.
Was it supposed to? Well, you posed a really good question. I want to follow up. Was it supposed to be scary?
I guess.
Was it and to get either guy over?
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know that it really did. If there was no Jinder interference at the end and Bray buried in the refrigerator and Orton staggered back somehow to the arena and then Bray ended up beating him clean after that, then I maybe could say that they made an attempt to put Bray over, but that's not really what happened. like you said, when we were at the arena, he basically no-sold the
entire attack.
the fridge.
Could have manned up and fake killed him, and like fake shot him or something, and then have him come back as a zombie and really go off the deep end. Now that would have had some enjoyment. Like, let's say like you blow the house up and Bray's inside the house, and then you have to say, Demon Bray Wyatt. Do you think Halloween Havoc 1990 holds up over better than this match right now? True, dead serious question. Because I feel like when they had the Halloween Havoc 89, maybe even 88 and 90, they were meant to be scary a little bit. You know, it was meant to like frighten people. And I think those 25 years ago actually than this match does right now.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is I don't know. I couldn't tell you what like a 10-year-old or somebody who was watching this thought of it. Right?
It sucked.
I'm
going to go 10-year-olds.
Maybe they were in it in terms of maybe they thought it was scary. Maybe they thought it was interesting, like the part in the house. I don't know. I think it was Brian that asked like to me the next day, like via a text message of like, do you think it's like what Undertaker was like for us when we were kids, type of thing? Which maybe I don't know. Like I obviously now being adults, it doesn't have that same impact. But like the Undertaker stuff now, like from when I was a kid with the whole like Undertaker Yokozuna, like rising in the.
I still think that is much scarier than this stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it is too. Like, that's the thing. I don't know. Like I guess you'd have to take like a kid who watches wrestling, show them both things, and then tell me like, okay, as a 10 or a 12-year-old, which was better or more entertaining for you, Undertaker Yokozuna craziness with the casket match, or this Bray Wyatt Randy Orton House of Horrors match? I don't know. I would still think Undertaker stuff is way better than this is.
Well, if you get the little look up from his iPad, all the little bastard kids do these days. Look at their iPad.
Yeah. But were they playing on there? Snood? That was a good game.
I don't even know what Snood is.
You don't even know what Snood is?
No, maybe playing Zoop.
Oh my god.
Zoop? Yeah, that game was awesome.
I thought it was Zelda.
That's not even the same realm. Zelda's awesome too.
That was a game?
Yeah, Zelda's great. Ocarina of Time, Zelda Link to the Past. Link to the Past is the best one.
Triforce.
Well, we're deep. But back to the whole Bray Wyatt thing. I should have a comment on it. One thing it reminded me of, do you remember when what was the Warrior or Macho and Jake when he went into the house and all the snakes? Yeah,
it was Jake Warrior. I think Taker was involved in this in some capacity.
That I watched that within the last year, and
that's what it was. I think Warrior was messing with Taker, like they were going to feud, and then like Jake was trying to train Warrior to be able to handle it. So he had
him and all that stuff.
Yeah, like the pit of the snakes. He had him in there, and it was
I still think that stuff. It's not because maybe it is because I'm a little bit older, but I think that stuff is still scary and better than the House of Horrors. I also think the way they shot it with the camera, something about the camera, it didn't look right.
It felt like I was watching See No Evil. Not in that movie.
Okay, first of all, See No Evil was fantastic. I love that movie. Glenn Jacobs is a monster among men. It is way better than. I'd rather watch Waiting to Exhale than watch the House of Horrors. No, Waiting to Exhale. Yeah, Whitney Houston. I'll look it up. Let's get to Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe. Do we talk enough about the House of Horrors match?
I think pretty well.
I'm not going to hate me on this one. Speaking of unwilling, I was not a fan of the Seth Rollins and Samoa match. I think, again, it's a case of you got two guys who have such a great pedigree who are capable of so much better, and they play pedestrian match. I don't know. I want to hear your take on it. I want to see if you're on the same page as me.
Well, I did like it. It was pretty good. But every review that I read of it seemed like they were pretty disappointed. So it could have maybe been I was like doing something on my iPad. I was doing our business cards actually while this match was going on.
Nice. Okay.
So I may have been like kind of
in and out,
somewhat
paying more attention to the high spots kind of thing.
Yeah, it seemed like what I saw of it. It seemed like Joe was working over Ron's knee, and he had some pretty innovative moves to do that. And then the other thing, like I didn't see any like botches or anything, so I thought it was good. And I didn't know who was winning necessarily because I didn't think either guy should lose, given the situations they were in. They had Rollins win on like a small back injury or something like that.
It was a roll for a submission, not positive. But.
So I thought it was. I thought it was good. I probably should go back and rewatch it just given that like everybody else, the reviews said that it was very